You're watching the Lacrosse Flash. Thanks for joining us. Saskatchewan Rush analyst Jake Elliott joins me now. And Jumbo, let's get right into things. The San Diego Seals sitting first in the Western Conference after Week 7. Now, I know we had faith in Patrick Merrill, but I don't think many saw this coming. Do you think this kind of success is sustainable for this team?
Hey, Tyson, thanks for having me back on the Flash, man. Yeah, how about the San Diego Seals? Break up the Seals, Tyson Kike. Can they keep this up for the remainder of the year? Listen, you look at their schedule, 2 more games against Vancouver, 2 more games against the struggling Mammoth, a game against Calgary in there, that's a winnable game, New England in there as well on their schedule. So yeah, I think more wins are on the table here for the San Diego Seals, and when you got veteran leadership like Brody Merrill and Dan Dawson and Cam Holding kind of leading the way there in San Diego, they're not going to let those guys slip. Frank Chiliano playing the best goal that I've ever seen him play in his pro career. And then Austin Stotts, the number 1 overall pick, just doing mind-blowing things as a rookie in this league. So will they remain at the top of the standings for the entire year in the Western Division? I'm not so sure about that. But they're going to win some games down the stretch here. And every time they go out to play, they're going to be tough competition.
We'll stay in the Western Conference now, but focus on the Colorado Mammoth, who are really struggling. What's going on with this team? The roster's really not that much different from last season.
Yeah, the Colorado Mammoth, they've been an interesting team this year as well. Pretty much the same lineup offensively anyway from a year ago. But they've struggled out of the gates here, have the Mammoth. And I kind of want to attest it to the new coaching staff there. Not that those guys aren't good coaches, because Sean Williams, one of the best to ever do it. And Andrew McBride, what a player and career that he had in this league. But it takes time for coaches to implement their systems into a team. And then for that team to learn those systems, and then for that team to learn those systems and become cohesive in those systems, if you know what I'm saying. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time there in Colorado, but some nice things happening there. I look at Kyle Killen, who's impressed me. Ryan Lee has taken a step forward. The guy that's really kind of pulling the ship there in Colorado has been Eli McLaughlin. Been really impressed with what he has done so far. You know you're going to be in every game when you got goaltender Dylan Ward in your lineup as well, and Pat Coyle and company will get it figured out in Colorado sooner than later.
We'll shift to the Eastern Conference now, and quite the situation going on in New England. We don't often see inter-squad goaltender battles, but there's one going on right now between Bouquet and Jamieson.
Yeah, the New England Black Wolves, they've kind of been an interesting team so far this year, Tyson. Yeah, some impressive wins, but then some disappointing losses. Really don't know who their starting goaltender there is in New England. They've kind of been flip-flopping, rotating back and forth. We saw Doug Jamieson get pulled from the last game. Bouquet came in. It's actually his start next. He finished the game. Are they going to go back to Jamieson? I don't know. Glenn Clark, the professor, obviously a smarter guy than I am, Tyson, but I think they got to figure out who their guy is there in New England. Give him a run of 3 or 4 games, see what he can do, see if he can grasp the team by the reins and become the starting goaltender there, because I never really think flip-flopping goalies in the National Lacrosse League is a long-term solution.
Thank you very much. That's Jake Elliott, Saskatchewan Rush analyst and Lax Class host. For more great lacrosse content, be sure to subscribe to the Lacrosse Flash, and thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.